Welcome, everybody, and thank you so much for coming. And now we'll just go straight into a lovely time where we can just open our hearts and really send gratitude out to the world. Let's take some slow, deep breaths to get into that peaceful, receptive state. So we breathe in slowly and deeply. We hold our breath. We breathe out. And then we hold our breath. Let's do that for a few more breaths. Now let's listen for our heartbeat. Our heartbeat, which is a pulse of light coming down through the silver cord from our mighty iron presence, anchoring in our heart, giving us life. Let's just see and feel and bless that heartbeat. That heartbeat that anchors into that beautiful threefold flame, which is the anchorage of our mighty I Am presence within our physical bodies. Let's just connect with that beautiful flame as we sit in that expanded golden flame in the center, golden yellow flame of wisdom and illumination, perception and discrimination. We see our bodies in this beautiful, dazzling golden flame. To the right, we can see the pink flame, that glorious, dazzling pink flame of pure divine love. And then we see to the left of us that beautiful, expanded flame, that sapphire blue, bringing into us the feeling of the will, the power, the faith, and the protection from our mighty I Am presence. See and feel and bless this glorious light. Let's take our awareness now up through the top of our head, through the silver cord, to our mighty, beloved I Am presence. Let's see this glorious, all-powerful, all-knowing, all-loving presence smiling down on us. Our wonderful presence of God, I Am. And now we see in the center of our chest a beautiful golden sun forming, dazzling and brilliant like the noonday sun. A beautiful focus of light from our I Am presence. Open our hearts and send love and gratitude to our mighty I Am presence for beating our heart and giving us life. And now we see those rays from our beautiful sun in the center of our chest, dazzling and brilliant, billions and billions of rays, going forth and connecting up with each and every miniature sun in all the cells of our bodies, our four earthly bodies, all those little inner wakas receiving this expanded light. Let's feel the joy, the happiness, and the gratitude of each and every little inner waka of our four earthly bodies. Sense and see and feel that wonderful light saturating our earthly bodies. And now let's just fill our feelings with a feeling of love and gratitude. And let's call to the beloved Ascended Masters, beloved Ascended Master David Lloyd, the great God of gratitude, to fill us, each one and all mankind, with this feeling, that light substance from the Ascended Master realm of gratitude and love. We see our beautiful suns turning a deep shade of pink with a golden radiance. Gratitude and love for all our many, many blessings. Gratitude and love to the great ascended hosts for these marvelous teachings. Gratitude and love for all our loved ones and our friends. Gratitude and love for our homes and our supply. Gratitude and love for all the many, many blessings that we receive daily on our earthly journeys. Gratitude to the great and beloved elemental kingdom, animate and so-called inanimate, the beauty and bounty of nature. God bless, love and thank them, each and every precious one. Gratitude to the beloved angels, and gratitude to all life on our beloved earth. And now we see these rays in this wonderful expanded state, forming a lattice of light, dazzling and brilliant. We see our entire earth folded in this glorious pink and golden light, saturating every part of life on our beloved earth, especially those parts of life that are never loved or thanked, with this wonderful gift, our opportunity of sending love, light, and gratitude to all life. And we just give deep, deep thanks for this. Sergio, are you available to read? Can you read the opening invocation for us?
Yes, thank you very much for the honor. Would dearly love to. Thank you. Before reading the words of a master, we say together with mics muted as suggested by beloved Lord Kutumi. Beloved presence of God I am, it is thy life and intelligence that enables me to read and comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. For life I am so grateful. Beloved Master Kutumi, I ask for your feeling and your capacity to use this instruction for God's glory and mankind's comfort. We thank you. And now, great I am presence, take me within thyself. There instruct me and cause me to retain the full memory of these instructions. Thank you. From beloved Saint Germain.
Marvelous. Thank you so much, beloved Sergio. All right. So this week, beloved Gary read for us. Thank you so much, Gary. And just absolute, as we always know, pearls of wisdom from beloved Saint Germain from the Ascended Master Instruction Book, Volume 4. So the light within is far greater than anything in the outer, which I think we pretty much has been drummed into us by the beloved Ascended Masters. And then we can listen to a video, which is how to use our scepter of power. It's just so lovely from Arcturus. It was a few years ago we listened to it, but it's just, I felt it was a good reminder. It certainly was a good reminder for me. And then we're going to listen to beloved Terry reading, as always, just so beautifully from beloved Claire. And this is 7 steps to creation. And so it's interesting how every Elohim just explains it so beautifully, but particularly relating to their ray. I just always find it so lovely. And then Gems is from beloved ADK. Look, our beloved Alice. A warning is always given. I just thought it was so interesting. And then Friendship with the Gods is from beloved Lady Diana. It's a follow-on from last week, but just lovely information. And then beloved John will take us through our decrees, which we know is such an important part, being able to call the light. So we're going to listen to Gary reading Saint Germain's words.
Week 298 from the Ascended Master's Instruction, Volume 4, Discourse 3 by Saint Germain. God's certain assurance. In every activity of life, there must be something to which the consciousness can be anchored or which can stabilize it. In the outer mind there are principles and formulas that it may use in coming to a definite conclusion. For instance, by following the principles of mathematics, we come to certain results. When a formula is worked out, you produce certain results. No question about it. How much more important is it to get the attention of the individual fixed upon the indwelling presence with the same assurance? You must know that the principle of life in you and it enfolding you is far greater than the outer things which you have experienced for long centuries and have knowingly clung to. May I remind you of what I gave on July 7th. Do the following any time during the waking hours. Stand, face the east, and say verbally or mentally, but let it be firm. Mighty God in me, I face the eternal sunrise and receive its mighty radiance and activity, visibly manifest in my experience. Follow your feelings as to whether you say it verbally or mentally each time. You will find that this produces certain results, the nature of which I may not speak of, in order that you may receive the full benefit. If students use this, they should first analyze themselves and see if they are sincere in their stand to the light. If they are sincere, let them stand to the light and then go forth. The principle of God, which is your active consciousness, is always enfolding the outer form. It is the mightiest of principles that the outer self may be aware of and cling to. By doing this, you have the same certain definite results with the same great assurance of success that you receive in the use of other principles or formulas in mathematics or chemistry. The master presence in you is the mightiest of chemists and the greatest of all principles or formulas. All seeming shadows or problems are but a part of God demanding an opportunity for the recognition of that great and mighty presence, the invincible solver of all problems. All problems are but to compel a recognition of God as the supreme controller and activity in all things. This mighty presence is the certain assurance anchored in the heart of every individual on the pathway to light, that he may definitely and absolutely ascend. Therefore you will see the outer experience from which otherwise seem disconcerting or disturbing is but the demand of the great self to the outer to turn about and face the eternal sunrise of God's glorious radiance, enfolding every one of his children and all of his creation. As you contemplate this fact, every earnest soul will feel the radiance of this mighty truth strengthening and sustaining him with a joyous presence in every experience through which he may pass. In presenting this mighty, sustaining truth from various angles, it is done with certain consciousness that one angle or another will meet the requirements of the students in various grades, enabling each one to grasp his principle of life, the mighty I Am presence, the God within, with certain definite assurance. Each one will recognize his own God principle working in and for him. He will feel this certain ability to apply it in his own life and problems. I wish to make clear that when we say the principle of God within, I do not mean to convey, nor has it ever been intended to convey, that the great principle of God dwells within the outer form. But its wondrous radiation can be and is often felt within the outer form. The golden thread of light, anchoring the mighty master self within the heart and brain of the outer form, is the mighty current or stream of life by which the outer is sustained and given its activity. This can be drawn upon and used with positive assurance concerning the desired results, and its mighty energy can be used without any limit. When students can feel the assurance of this, their freedom is at hand, And at this point, again, let me state the importance to the student of the command to hear, to dare, to do, and to be silent. This particularly concerns instruction. If earnest students allow themselves to discuss instructions with other students who may or may not have the same viewpoint, it will many times cause them to waver and be deprived of the great recognition and acceptance that they might otherwise utilize.
Thank you. Such important things. It's interesting because I remember when we started studying with Antoinette and then way back, we didn't discuss anything. We just used to sit down and we read solidly for 2 hours, the green books and the white books. And because it wasn't really necessary to discuss it because all the answers are in the books. And so we always felt that, and it was such a blessing. We didn't waste time. Anyway, so now we're going to listen to this. This is an excerpt from the great Elohim Arcturus from the Bridge to Freedom material on the use of the scepter of authority. I am Arcturus, Elohim of the violet fire of mercy and compassion, in which you have found some interest and solace throughout this embodiment, and with which you have experimented under various gurus and masters, ascended and otherwise, in ages that have gone by. I represent the power of the violet fire of mercy, compassion, and forgiveness that can and actually does change the vibratory action of the electrons that make up the substance and the form of any created thing. Beloved ones, this is as much a science as any of your sciences manifested in the world of form. This violet fire is a created activity that is intelligent and can be drawn by anyone. It can be drawn in, through, and around the physical or inner bodies, as well as around homes or affairs of a worldwide and planetary fashion. The violet fire, together with its directors, will go into action and render the assistance of changing the quality of energy instantly. If the inner sight were opened, you would be able to see the activity of purification of that flame as it passes through the substance of your flesh body, cleansing as it does the accumulations which you have drawn around the electrons that have shut in your light and have made you temporarily less self-luminous. If you could see that action and really notice the difference in that amount of light that is released through your physical bodies after the use of that violet fire, I am sure that even as sincere as you are, you would become more confident in its efficacy, power, and use. In the name and by the power of the victorious presence of God I am, I do consciously invoke and direct into the emotional, mental, etheric, and physical bodies of all mankind everywhere the violet fire of mercy and compassion to raise the vibratory action of those inner bodies and physical bodies to a point where the veil of Maya no longer remains, where they may see their presence face to face, walk and talk with the angelic host, the ascended masters, and the cosmic beings, where they may be restored to the earth the beauty and perfection which she knew before the veil of Maya was created. To this end, I have been sent forth this day by cosmic law. I speak to the waters of the earth. I speak to the substance of the earth itself. I speak to the atmosphere of the earth. And in the name and by the power of that violet flame shall you know freedom from the accumulation of the ages of discordant effluvia, and you shall know that freedom in harmony. From the greatest undine and the most developed salamander, the most developed gnome and sylph, I ask in the name of the I Am Presence obedience to the law of peace, the law of balance, the law of cooperation with harmony in this universe. I speak to the sylphs of the air and ask the continued obedience to harmony, so that we may again create a glorious Garden of Eden on this earth, beloved beings of the elements, and your mighty directors, as a representative of the seventh ray, as the superior to the Chohan of the seventh ray. I ask for your added assistance from your realms, in, through, and around the earth, and all mankind and the great invisible realm that surrounds it, to hold the peace on the waters, peace on the earth, peace in the air, and in the name and by the power of God I am. Beloved ones, I bring your attention again to the fact that you are, in your very beings, a scepter of authority. Because the immortal threefold flame within your heart is the receiving center of the electronic light released from your presence, which is the positive pole of the scepter. In the undeveloped, the flame in the heart is the negative pole, which receives just enough light to maintain intelligence in the brain and animate the body to function in the world of form. However, when you come to the point where you are going to serve great numbers of people and be the center of activity, where a great quantity of energy is to be set in motion, you will find the negative pole within the heart becomes a positive center and a focus of the scepter. Then you have the flame in the heart of the presence and the flame in the heart of the individual, forming both ends of a tremendous scepter of power, which is your own light. This can be qualified with any one of the virtues of the 7 rays, and can be directed with authority and power to render whatever service is required. Your scepter of light connects you with your presence, and can help you to hold poise and balance within yourself. When you feel that you are no longer a human being, but a blazing scepter of light, you can mentally direct the scepter to provide protection, illumination, love, purity, consecration, and ministration through the momentum of the statement, I am the light of God that never fails. Now I ask you to begin to build momentum by using your scepter of light. For the moment, block out the human form until there is only the scepter, which is light and life. This is the power which every ascended being uses. See that scepter become the magnificent blue of Archangel Michael, which is the power of protection. Let it descend horizontally over the heads of the assembly and move it fan-like from left to right over everyone in the room. Now back again, then raise it to its original vertical position. Let us take the activity of the golden ray and see that scepter become the magnificent gold of peace, illumination, and understanding. Place it again in a horizontal position over the heads of the assembly, and then fan-like, let it follow the movement from left to right and right to center, then raise it again. There is a substance that flows from the scepter as you do so. Let us take the activity of the pink ray and see the scepter become the beautiful pink of love. Then drop that scepter until it is horizontal above the heads of the people and move it fan-like from left to right, directing the scintillating substance as it radiates cosmic love. Then return it again to the position of the vertical lifeline. Now we will charge it with the pure crystalline substance of purity. Drop the scepter again into a horizontal position and start at the left in a fan-like formation. Let it pour its purifying radiation over the entire assembly, then return it to the vertical position. Now visualize the scepter in the magnificent green of consecration to service. Let that scepter descend into its horizontal position and move fan-like over the audience. Let it pour its power of consecration through each person and return it again to the vertical position. Then we will draw the magnificent ruby ray of the Master Jesus, which is ministration and healing power. It will be one of the most active of the radiations drawn forth at this time. As the scepter comes to a horizontal position, you will feel the radiation of ministration. Visualize it pouring from left to right and pour that essence of peace over all. Now return it to the vertical position. Draw now the power of the violet fire of transmutation. See that violet fire in the scepter as you place it in a horizontal position and use it fan-like over the assembly. Now return it to its native vertical position. Use this exercise daily so that you build a momentum of efficacy. Practice when you are in the privacy of your home, and if you use your hands, you will feel the added power flowing out through your arms and fingertips. When you are in public, it will take just a moment to draw the necessary virtue mentally. Of course, do not make any fanatical gestures, but make the call and visualize the radiation of the ray. You will see the response of the consciousness of individuals who are receptive to one of the activities of the 7 rays. You may not enjoy all of these activities, and you may choose to work with one ray entirely. However, it would be wise for you to experiment with all 7 rays and have them anchored in your consciousness. In the name of mercy, love, and light, thank you and God bless you. And thank beloved Mighty Arcturus. Oh, I love that instruction from beloved Octra, just lovely. All right, so and now we're going to listen to beloved Terry reading here from the book she read, just so beautifully, just marvelous. Thank you.
Elohim of Purity's part in the 7 steps to precipitation. In the beginning, when the great Helios and the beloved Vesta invited the Elohim to create the planets of our system, beloved Hercules conveyed that invitation to us, and we, individually as well as in the collective body, said, "We will to render this service." In connection with the creation of the planet Earth, well do I remember the time when all of us were drawn around the beautiful being, the silent watcher of this planet. Well do I remember the flame of Cassiopeia, which illumined to us the light pattern of this planet, which pattern was held within the silent watcher's bosom, placed there by the beloved Helios and Vesta. As we looked upon it, we all felt the love of Orion and an intensified desire within ourselves to cooperate with the godparents and bring that planet forth into perfect form. Then came my service to life, to hold that pattern and plan inviolate through the cosmic flame of purity, so that not one blade of grass, not one flame flower should be externalized that was not a portion of the divine idea, the pattern of perfection as it was held within the bosom of the silent watcher. All through the ages, while the creation of the earth was taking place, I held that flame and pattern of purity. This, coupled with the illumined obedience and sincere humility and the love of the Elohim, not desiring to externalize their own pattern and form, but desiring only to bring forth that which was the divine plan for the earth, brought to my heart happiness indeed. As you have been told, following my holding of the immaculate concept for the earth, through the use of my flame of purity, my beloved brother Vista, Cyclopeia, brought into action his flame of concentration. Then came our beloved Arcturus, with his activities of the 7th ray, rhythm of invocation and the transmuting power of violet fire. The 7 steps were then fully completed by the sealing of the entire creation within the flame of the beloved Elohim of peace.
And we just think how blessed we are to have our beloved Earth still with us, thanks to beloved Sanat Kumara, and how beautiful she was in the beginning. So we've got an important job to bring her back to her perfection, to help with this. And so now we have this wonderful opportunity to call for our brothers and sisters caught in the psychic and astral realms, and to assist Saint Germain in those violet flame temples that have been established in the astral realm. So we say together, beloved presence of God, I am in me, and beloved immortal threefold flame of eternal truth within my heart, and beloved Saint Germain, While my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream be used to render whatever service is needed in the violet flame temples established in the psychic and astral realms to draw the full gathered cosmic momentum of the violet purifying flame of divine love and compassion through every discarnate life stream there. Let all the souls who dwell in those realms be taken immediately into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion, and there have the accumulated destructively qualified energies of their life streams purified and transmuted, so they carry in their life streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We decree it, and so be it, beloved I am, and we accept this done here and now with full cosmic power, and we thank you. And now this is from Beloved Alice, from Law of Life Enlightener, which Scott actually brought my attention to again. It's such a marvelous book. So many wonderful things shared there. And a warning is always given, she says. Many people do not heed the warning because they have their own idea as to how it should be given. Particularly religious people think it will be given individually to them, or they will be made to know. So like Saul of Tarsus, who we know as our beloved Lord Talarian, they miss it. And after passing on, they will find it out. The majority of people in the Western Hemisphere, especially the church people, do not believe in re-embodiment. They want to believe in vicarious atonement. Then, when they pass on, they find out that those beliefs are not so. In the 1930s, the great divine director said, so long ago when mankind first turned from the light, he was serving in a similar manner as the messengers, and that some of the students were with him then. He went forward, while the other students chose to give their attention to the things of the world. But we're now meeting again to go forward together. We are now meeting. He made the ascension and has become that great being, an authority for mankind, and is serving on the first ray of the karmic board now. He warned the people then that if they continued that way, what would be the results? But for the most part, they did not listen and believed it would not be so. However, man did get into the density which he warned them against. So it is now, because there is no greater outer manifestation. People think it can't be so. No great outer manifestation. Yet the cosmic law goes on behind the scenes, and too late they will find out. We know we're in this cosmic in-breath, and we've been told many times by the Ascended Masters that the Earth will go into the slot of Uranus, and we need to be ready. So there's a lot of cosmic light coming on the planet, as we know at this time. She says, in 1954, when the Divine Director spoke to those who came out of the so-called compound, he said, my entire root race is waiting at inner levels for opportunity to embody. Yet I am willing to allow some of you to take bodies first, if you will prove as to what you will do from now until the new year. So there we have it. So much mercy on this planet, really. So before Atlantis sank, the inhabitants were warned again and again of the impending disaster, as is always done. But only those more advanced, those serving the light, gave heed. The same with other civilizations. So we know that those priests were ready and they took the flames. Bless them, each one, rowing often. So now this is lovely. This is children. They're so, and the horses, they're just so gentle with these children. I just love this.
We're lost where you find me. But they told me a man should be faithful and walk when not able and fight till the end, but I'm only human.
Just so lovely and so gentle. They just know. They have this way, the beloved animals. Bless them. Right now we got this lovely opportunity to make the calls for our beloved animals, insect and reptile kingdoms. So we say together, beloved I am presence and that of all mankind. Charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all and bring comfort and freedom to the animal, insect and reptile kingdoms. May each human being remember and accept their responsibility as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life until all is set free and their divine plans fulfilled. We so decree it and so be it. In God's most holy name, I am. We accept it done and we thank you. Now we've got this last one from Lady Diana, this second half of the session we had first half last week. And she says, some of the organs of the body which have been particularly intruded upon by the suction of impure substance into themselves also vibrate less rapidly than others. Then you have organic disturbance, which is the result of the slowing down of the electrons spinning around their central core. In spiritual healings, all that is done is that impure, unadulterated light is poured into and around that organ by whichever member of the ascended host to whom the call is made, and, just as you would clean out a clogged pipe, so does that light loosen and transmute the human effluvia which has more or less smothered the electrons. The heavy human effluvia is wedged in between the electrons which make up each atom, causing the atoms to spin more slowly and not in the rhythm of the keynote of your being. The flame of purification quickens the vibrations of the electrons and atoms, restores them to their original purity, thus allowing them to release perfect light rays. Whoops, I can't see. Oh, the same for the mental body. The mental body, the electrons which comprise the mental body are absorbing discordant substance constantly from the atmosphere, and the same condition applies to your flesh form. Therefore, what your mind dwells upon secretly, you are drawing into the force fields of the electrons and atoms of your mental vehicle and your physical form as well, producing manifestations which may be read by the discerning. The vibratory action of your emotional vehicle is qualified with inharmony. If qualified with inharmony of any kind, will manifest as imperfection in the substance which you have drawn into the force fields of the electrons forming the atoms which compose the emotional body. The effluvia thus drawn in slows down their vibratory reaction, and thus you have upheavals. Now, beloved friends, in the name of all that is holy, and in the name of this human race, let us set into action, through your calls, such a purification that the emotional bodies of all mankind might be swept free and clear of all discordantly qualified substance, leaving them open and receptive to the words and instruction of the ascended host of light. Put on, beloved ones, Saint Germain's bright robes of freedom, and by your calls and visualizations, see every member of the race clothed likewise. I hold this conception for you, your planet, and all that lives upon it. Wonderful, beloved Holy Diana, thank you. And now we're going to listen to this. I just love this instruction and this song, Mighty Cosmos, as we know, coming with those two secret rays. I just love that. Oh, just the thought of it. And so when we were discussing it, John and I, we say that by the power of the cosmic 3 times 3, the cosmic 3 times 3, we're calling to those 9 mighty rays. So it was just such a lovely thing. And I remember Scott sharing with me that Alice said to him that a lot of information actually came through the songs. It was not actually in the books. So this, came through the song. I just love this. It's just so encouraging and so comforting. And now we got John going to take us through our decrees. Thank you so much, beloved John.
Good evening, all. Thank you, beloved Anthea, for always bringing us these most appropriate teachings and lessons. How truly blessed and privileged are we to have access to this knowledge. Beloved mighty and presence, we call to you to take command of us all and produce your mighty perfection through our decrees. Beloved ascended masters, we give you full permission on behalf of ourselves and of all mankind to do whatever is necessary to fulfill the divine plan in this lower realm. And we call for you to charge your mighty power and give whatever energy may be lacking from our side into all our decrees so they can manifest here and now, all according to thy will. And we call to you, beloved Archangel Michael, to send cosmic rays and mighty angels of protection to protect all who have joined this Zoom class, and for all the energy released to be purified, protected, perfected, amplified, and used only to serve the pure divine cosmic light. And so be it, beloved I am. We thank you. We say together, mighty I am presence, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind, and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely, and illumine the source so this may never act again, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Replace all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. Our tube of light protection. Beloved mighty I am presence, beloved Archangel Michael, and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance and Archangel Michael's armor of light through and around me, charged with your invincible protection, all-powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. I am grateful we are given whatever added protection is needed, what we ask for ourselves, we ask for our loved ones, and that which is constructive in all mankind of the world. Thank you. Now we just visualize our tube of light from our beloved mighty and presence, coming down from above, covering our 4 lower bodies with that thick wall at the edges, stronger than any steel. See that brilliant blue and crystal light, that light that instantly deflects anything that is not of the light. Full of light. See Archangel Michael's armor of light around us, forming that impenetrable pillar of protection around ourselves, this group, our families, friends, and around every constructive person across the face of the earth, every beloved one standing up for truth, justice, and freedom. May God bless, direct, perfect, and protect each and every one. Thank you. I am the law of forgiveness for myself and all mankind, for all mistakes, misqualified energy, human consciousness, and for straying from the light. Beloved mighty at presence, through you we call to beloved Lady Master Kuan Yin. to assist us and all mankind to feel your feelings of ascended Master mercy, forgiveness, and compassion. We bless and thank you for your ongoing gift of light. And we ask deeply and sincerely to be forgiven and to forgive any and all parts of life that we have not blessed through our thoughts and feelings, that we may have hurt or harmed right back to the beginning. All misuse of life's pure energy for which our outer selves are responsible. We feel deeply in our hearts that great gratitude for this benevolent gift of the law of forgiveness, which is truly such a blessing to mankind. Beloved mighty presence, and that of all mankind, forgive each and every one of us. Thank you. And we call to the great central sun, our beloved mighty presence, to charge your secret power into these decrees. We call for beloved Saint Germain to anchor cosmic concentrations of violet fire in America, Africa, Europe, China, India, the Middle East, the Far East, Russia, Australia, wherever else it is needed in the world here and now. We thank you deeply for this. We say our violet fire decree together. Mighty presence, beloved Saint Germain, and those that minister to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire. Cause a mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels, descend with your purple ones of fire and strike them into the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. Transmute and consume it all, cause, core, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with ascended master consciousness, the divine plan fulfilled, and light from the secret love star. We thank you. our decree for the beloved elementals. I am the light of God that never fails, purifying, loving, thanking, and blessing the great directors of the elemental kingdom and every beloved earth, water, air, and fire elemental for your ceaseless service to me and to all mankind. I am the mighty cosmic light, awakening all mankind to the great intelligence of this kingdom, and remove from elemental life today the necessity for longer obeying the destructive impulses of mankind. And so be it. Beloved I am, we thank you. In the name of my mighty I am presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree I am the presence charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection, right now and forever. I am the presence, blessing, illumining, perfecting, and setting all free in service to the light. Our decree for the purification of our beloved earth. In the name of my mighty I am presence, and by the power of the great host of ascended beings, we demand a cosmic living sword of blazing flame continually strike into all human miscreations back to the very beginning, causing all negative energies and entities in the psychic and astral realms and in the consciousness of all mankind to cease to exist forever. The cause, core, effect, record, and memory, freeing all human and elemental life from that which was never meant to be, and ensuring the psychic and astral realm is no more. Replace it all with the immaculate concept for all life, ascended master consciousness, and light substance from the secret love star. That thy will be done, and so be it, and so it is. Beloved I am, we thank you. Our decree for divine justice. I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice, blazing throughout the world. I am the law. I am the justice. I am the judge. I am the jury. Knowing that I am all-powerful, then I know that only divine justice can be done, everywhere, here, now, and forever. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world, everywhere. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. And now, before we say our final decree about the love, power, and authority of our beloved mighty and presence, we call to you, beloved mighty victory, to fill us with your full feeling of victorious accomplishment, that cosmic feeling of ascended master victory. We claim, beloved mighty victories, victory now manifest in our world and our experience. We say together, I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the cosmic flame of victory, which reigns supreme everywhere. We accept these calls answered as they are made, according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and trebled each instant of each hour by the power of the cosmic 3 times 3, until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. And as we end now, let us focus on that beloved love star, radiating within our auras, placed there by beloved Sanat Kumara as a gift to all mankind, assisting us in holding that frequency of pure, unconditional divine love, a true cosmic blessing. We love and thank you, beloved mighty love star, and we ask that you expand your mighty supreme light through our 4 lower bodies, to saturate all whom we pass by on our earthly journeys with that unconditional love. And to that mighty secret love star shining from the heavens for this 2,000-year period, we bless, thank you, and all the mighty cosmic beings from the great central sun, holding this focus. Expand your supreme light through our individual love stars and around all life evolving on our sweet earth. We thank you deeply for this. We thank and release all the beloved great ones invoked and who will constantly answer our calls. And thank you, blessed Jesus. May each and every one of you be richly and abundantly blessed by our beloved Father, Mother, God, I am. Good night to all. Good day.
Marvelous. Thank you so much, beloved John. Just absolutely wonderful. And now we got maybe someone like to read the closing invocation. I'm never quite sure. Jeanette, beloved Jeanette, do you have a screen?
Yes, I do.
Thank
I'd love to read.
Thank you.
Beloved I am presence and beloved Master Katumi, nourish the seeds planted in my consciousness so that the ideas entrusted to me become manifest flowers of perfect expression in my world and the world of all my fellow men. Beloved presence of God, I am. Pour the light of thy great glory upon my consciousness and nourish the seeds planted by the masters. We thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, beloved Jeanette. Just lovely. Let's just take a moment and truly get into a deep space of gratitude for these marvelous teachings, for our own beloved Iron Presence and the great ascended hosts, and for our beloved Earth. Just take a moment of silence. We thank you. And thank you, everybody. And I'm just going to stop the recording.